What's up, guys? It's Touch Sports here, back with another video. And today we're doing another mock draft. This time we'll be drafting from pick three in a PPR setting, 10 teams. So we're going to see how this one goes. If I can get a Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs or Saquon Barkley, we'll see which one of those will land. And then we'll look at round 2 and 3 and see where it goes. But pretty excited for this one. Got some cool videos coming up, like just fantasy rankings. I got a couple just like quarterback rankings coming up, like just ranking the quarterbacks for the season or in general. In IRL and fantasy. So I'll be doing that this month. Pretty excited for that one. Let's hop into the draft lobby. In pick three is interesting because you get a lot of options between Saquon, Gibbs, CD, Bijan, or Jefferson. You obviously won't get all like have the choice for all of them because there's two picks for you, but I think I have the choice between Saquon, Gibbs, and CD. I don't think I'm gonna get Bijan at pick three. If I do, I'll definitely take him because I think pick three is value for Bijan. Like that's where how high I am on him. So we will see how this goes. But yeah, man, if I can get Bijan at three here, that'd be great. Yeah, let's see where this one goes. I know I'm gonna get one of the top running backs available. Pick three because I don't think Chase is gonna fall. So I'm looking down the board here. What my strategy is. Take two receivers, or I can get a second running back. I think the strategy in round 2 and 3 for this type of draft when you're in pick three is to get one running back, one receiver, and or two running just because you already have a running back. And then you can get a receiver later. There's so many available. I think there's just receivers is deeper. So I feel like getting that second running back is super important in the early rounds. So we'll see how that plays out in terms of who's available. But yeah, McCaffrey has moved up the ADP as of last week to 7. I think Genti's been at 10 or 11 for a while. A Chain has been at 12 for a while. No insane changes other than McCaffrey going from like round 2 to 7. So the draft has started. So we'll see how it plays out. A lot of guys on auto pick. So could be a quick draft. But yeah, 10 team PPR. So we'll see how this goes. I'm expecting to get Saquon or Gibbs, and then we'll go from there. I think I'm going to take Saquon if he's there. Gibbs does provide more PPR value. Bijan does go. And if Chase is available at 3, I can't pass on the value. He's not going to be available, but I think I'm going to go Saquon for this draft. Um, yeah, I think that's the play. Even though Gibbs might have more value in PPR, it's very, very close. I'll go Saquon. I think he repeats another great season. Nothing wrong with going Gibbs either at 3, but got Saquon. Now we're looking at a top receiver and a top running back for the next pick. Because once I have two running backs, then I don't need to worry about it for a while. So I feel that way at least. So Derrick Henry could be available later. I'm not gonna bank on that, but Kyron could definitely be available. I've seen him get available. Marion Hampton could be available. Obviously be available in round 2 and 3, but looking at round 4 and 5 as well. No outstanding reaches so far. McCaffrey just fall to 10, which I feel like that's around his value. Genti goes 9, which is good, probably right around his peak value, 8 or 9. Yeah, no outstanding reaches. Brian Thomas is gonna fall. Not gonna fall to me, but he's available. Looking like Henry could be available. Brian Thomas, let's go. If Henry's available, I'll definitely take him and stack up the running backs with Saquon and Henry. McConkey is there. This is gonna be interesting. Who gets available? Drake London is also available, but I think if I had the choice between London and Henry, I'm gonna take Henry just because there's not too many running backs available. Henry just go round 6, round two, pick 6. This is tough. Definitely tough. I mean, I could go Bucky or I can go Drake London now. I haven't done that yet, so I think I'm gonna go Bucky, even though it's the same bye week as or I can go Kyron. It's a very tough choice to make. I feel like there's a lot of receivers, so you know what? There's other running backs available. I'll take Drake London. Let's get London right now, and then we'll do running back. Let's pivot, like just like hedge the running back right now and wait till pick 23. I don't think 3 running backs can go in a row, so I'd be comfortable with Bucky or Kyron at the next pick if they're both available. If they're not available, then it becomes tough. I think London there at that late in round 2 is fine. It's good value. McBride does go, so I'll have the option between Bucky or Kyron. Exactly works out well for me, so I'll take that. Or I can have the option for McConkey too, but I probably won't take him. So at least now. But let's see here, man. I mean, Bucky or Kyron, whoever's available. Kyron does go, so I'll take Bucky. or McConkey. Either that could work. This is tough, man. Going between Bucky and if I wait on running back a little bit, I can end up with Amari and Brees, one of those guys. And do I value that over Bucky a lot? Not really. I think he can still have a good season. So I'll take Bucky now. Have my two running backs solidified. Despite the loss of Liam Cohen, I'll take him at this point. Round three, pick three is fine value for him. So I'm not gonna eye McConkey. That's gonna be gone. Now I'm looking down the board at Garrett Wilson for my second receiver. I think I've built this team well around Saquon. Got Drake London and Bucky. London, obviously a good pick up there. Marvin Harrison could be a good pick if he's available. The quarterbacks could be interesting. I don't think they'll fall to me at 38, but and in terms of the draft, how it's gone so far, no outstanding reaches. Bowers does go a little. Oh wow, Kenneth's team took two tight ends back to back. Bowers and McBride don't like that strategy at all. He's gonna be have either really weak running backs or receivers. So he went an interesting spot there, but I went Bucky Irving. Lamar goes pick 9, round 3, which is probably right on his value. I would have taken Lamar over Devontae there, but if I was Rogers' team, but McConkey goes round 3, pick 7, so interesting there. McConkey does fall a little bit. Tyreek Hill goes there. Okay, so I'm looking at Garrett Wilson if he's available. Marvin Harrison, obviously. I have my two running backs now, so I don't have to worry about that. Have to keep in mind with the week 9 bye. So Marvin Harrison goes round 4, pick 1. JSN does go. Okay, so interesting. Amari and Hampton's still available. So I could have waited on running back a little bit and taken McConkey, but I'm fine taking Bucky. Don't mind it at all because I have to stack Hampton and McConkey then if I were to wait and taking McConkey. So it would have been a tough spot. So I like this team so far. Let's see here. Kittle is also available. That could be a huge positional advantage if I take him with one of the two picks. That could work out. That could be the play. Take Kittle. And Kittle does go right before I was going to consider taking him. Man, okay. I could say 3 week 9 buys. Marion Hampton's still there. But I like Garrett Wilson a lot. Enough to take him again. So I'm going to take Garrett Wilson. Get another 2022 draft class receiver. So now I have Wilson and London. Let's see. Who else could I be open to taking in round 5? Hampton goes go end of round 4. It makes sense. Let's see. Tight ends are pretty much gone. The top ones like McBride, Bowers, Kittle. Laporta's still there, but I'm not going to take him this early. Running backs, still a good one, good amount available. But once you get past that point, there's like going to be none. And I'm looking at Kenneth Walker and James Cook, but not sure if I want to do it. Let's look at the board here. Does anyone have an outstanding team in terms of like, yeah, I mean, pick 5 got a great team in CD, Henry, Chase Brown, Kittle. That's a great team. Pick 1, don't like their strategy. Okay, let's see. James Cook, a lot of running backs available, so I could have waited, but that's all right. Let's see. Could go Mike Evans, could go James Cook. Who do I like the most? I think I like Cook the most of this bunch. I could go Burrow now and hedge. Put myself at a good advantage at quarterback. Ooh, that is a tough decision to make. Brees Hall is also there. I'm gonna take Joe Burrow. Get Burrow. Round out my quarterback situation. Round 5. I think that's pretty good. For where Burrow is going. I think that's right around where he's getting taken. James Cook is falling quite a bit, but got my 2 running backs, got my 2 receivers, got my QB. So I'm in a good spot. I think this is a really solid team. I think I don't think I've done a bad job at all. But yeah, it was either between Kamara, Cook, or Burrow, and I was like, I already have 2 running backs. I don't like Kamara that much at round 5. I like him more in round 6, just because I think his production is gonna fall off. Brees Hall I do like a lot, but I already took Garrett Wilson, so getting 2 Jets in there is gonna be tough. It would be tough. So James Cook would have been the only other option, and I wanted Burrow. So Mike Evans still there. I won't get him because of the auto picks, but now I'm looking down the board. Sam Laporta is there. Trayvon Henderson is there. A little early for him, but could go Pickens or JMO. I think those are either be good picks at those spots. Looking at receivers, I'll queue up a bunch of guys that I like, just to show you guys like what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing. Jacoby Myers, I like. Ty McMillan, I like. Obviously, Diggs, I like. Debo, I like later. So a lot of options at flex. I could wait. My pick is coming up though, and Swift is gone. Hubbard's gone. Yeah, a lot of running backs are gone. Mahomes is there. I don't need a QB. Got Burrow. Hawkinson could be a solid choice. Could queue him up. A lot of rookies available. A lot of guys, a lot of options. that I like here. It is like the dead zone, so to speak, but um, yeah, I can go JMO or Pickens here as my flex. Um, both not great PPR options, but I don't mind taking one like non-PPR guy. Um, doesn't really matter too much for me. Let's see. I'm on the clock now, so um, could go JMO. He's gonna get involved in the deep ball more, so could do that. I could just take JMO now or to take Pickens, but I don't love the value per se. So I can get Hawkinson, and McCarthy will rely on Hawkinson a good bit. So let's go a different strategy and take Hawkinson and round out the quarterback and tight end situation rather than punting on them like I've done in previous drafts, just to get a different perspective on what I'm doing. So Henderson is there. JMO might still be there, honestly. Same with Pickens. One of those two guys will still be there. So I'll hedge that one of those guys will be there. Um, and now I'll just stack up on receivers and running backs. Might be the play. Probably is the only option here at this point. So I keep queuing up guys like Montgomery. I like Caleb Johnson. All the like running backs like Henderson Johnson. I'll take those two and Genty, obviously. I mean I like Henderson more than Johnson, but let's see. Diggs, a lot of receivers available. So that'll always happen, I think. So good to target. Good we targeted Saquon and Irving early. And we still got two top receivers. So let's see here. Hmm. I really like how this team like solidified Hawkinson and Burrow. I think they're both good options. Um, I didn't really punt on either of those positions, so pretty good from that front. I can go JMO now or Pickens. They're both available. Could go Devontae Smith, which I haven't done in a while, but that week nine bye would probably kill it with four players in week nine bye. Could go Henderson now. That could be a good option. Uh, it depends on how much I like Henderson. That's the thing. I'll do Henderson now. Just because there's not any running backs that I like available past that point, and there's a lot of receivers available. So I'll do Henderson now. A little bit risky going Henderson, but round seven I think is fair value for him. So I mean, there's so many receivers available. I don't mind waiting. Like I like five, six guys here, so I don't mind waiting um, on receiver. Really feel like I rounded out my running backs pretty well. Got one great rookie in Henderson. Got Saquon and Irving. Not the best draft per se, but I do like where I've gone here with the strategy with Hawkinson and Burrow a little earlier. Let's see how the other teams are looking. Um, no, I mean I don't like RG Harvey that early, but I would take him closer to around 8 or 9. But that's around like JMO falls around 8. That's pretty crazy. Caleb Johnson falls pretty far out. Uh, but yeah, I don't think JMO's gonna fall to around 8 in a lot of drafts. I think he'll be in around 7, around 6 maybe. I think Calvin Ridley went kind of high. Interesting team there. So McCaffrey, a chain. Look at pick 10. McCaffrey, a chain. Hill, Marvin. He stacked the Dolphins, which is not bad. That team's pretty solid. I don't mind it. Genty, Neighbors, Lamar, JSN. Really solid team there. I like that team a lot. And getting Chuba in round 6, that's probably the best team. You got three great receivers, two great running backs. He's in a really good spot. He knows how to draft well. Pick 8, don't love that team. I can see a lot where that goes wrong with that team with Rice, Mixon, Dunze, Kelsey. I don't particularly love that team. Now I have a receiver option. I'm going to take Myers here. Diggs is also available, so got a good bench option in Myers for week 1 over Henderson. I'll probably start him. Pick seven's team, no running. They really went no running backs until round 5, but I don't like Swift, but I like the rest of the picks. Um, pick 6 got we don't love pick 6's running backs, but I like his receivers a lot. Which tends to happen. There's a trade-off between taking two receivers early and then waiting on running back. That tends to happen, obviously. I really like what pick 5 did with Kittle, CD, and Henry. That's a really solid team. I think I'm the third best team, what I'm looking at so far. Yeah. Second or third. I don't like pick 1's team. Pick 2 team is really solid too. But I think I'm the third best team, which is pretty fair, I think. I think it's where I end up a lot of drafts here. I'm gonna take Diggs, stack up on receiver. So got Myers and Diggs. Both Patriots at one point, different times, obviously, but yeah, got Myers and Diggs. Really solidified my receivers, getting 4 of them now. So gonna continue stacking my flexes as I should. Debo is still available. Keon Coleman, looking at him. Matthew Golden will be gone, but would like him at this point. It's a later part of the draft, but yeah, let's see if there's been any reaches since then. Bo next round 9 is really good value. Obviously, not really a sleeper anymore because everyone's been on him, but yeah, I think that's good value. Diggs, I think, is a little bit of a sleeper with how many targets he's gonna get. Um, Tyler Craft to go a little early. I already have a tight end, so I don't need that. Let's just see if I could have done something different in the early rounds. Could I have gone a different route? I had picked three, so I went Saquon. That's the right choice, I think. Round two, I could have gone Bowers now, and I'm good on that. London was probably the best option there. I feel like I made the right choices mostly throughout. Bucky is the only one I was debating between him and McConkey. Could have gone Lamar. But yeah, I think that was the right choice, William Bucky. Um, Gonna look at best available flexes now, looking at Debo. At this point, just take your guys in round 10, 11. I mean, I've gotten a solid tight end, solid quarterback, and really good running backs and receivers. So I think I made the right choices so far. Debo's available to just take smash Debo at this point of the draft, round 10. I've been doing that like almost every draft. Got five receivers now, so got to balance out the running back room if I can find someone I like. Buka I like late, so could take him later. In terms of running backs available, ETN is okay. Judkins later is okay. Um, Scatterbo is a little high for me. Him and Tracy are gonna split probably at some point. I don't really love Scatterbo right now. Round 11, I think it's fine to take him. Not a bad choice at all, but I'm probably gonna pass on him if he's available. There are a lot of receivers, so probably end up starting Saquon and Bucky every week of the season. But let's see. QB, I'm not gonna consider because Burrow's gonna put up great numbers again. Could just take a couple dart throws. Ayuk, I could take a dart throw at. Kyle Williams later. Chad Bateman is going very low. I think he should be a little higher, um, given how good the offense is going to be. Eckler is there. Keon Coleman is there. Could take another receiver. I'll go Eckler this time. Take a safe running back flex if I need it. Let's see. Jordan Mason could go him next. In terms of running backs, Najee I could go. We'll see how that plays out though. But like my bench a lot. Can look at the other benches for now. Let's see what bench do I like or stands out. This bench is okay. Don't like Ridley at pick around six. I think he's more of a round eight, round seven player. I think he passed on a lot of value. Going him over McMillan, which has more upside. Um, but yeah, don't love Ridley there. I think a little lower than him this year, but um, Jack Bet goes round to 12. But that's an interesting piece. Will he get a good amount of volume in the Raiders offense this year? I'm gonna say no. Maybe later towards the end of the season where the rookie receivers tend to have their value show out when they get adjusted to the playbooks and stuff. More like the running backs can show an immediate impact. The receivers take a little longer. At least the rookies do. Some of them. So Jack Beck may be a good pick for later in the half of the season, but this is just a mock draft. So Kyle Williams could be like my last pick or something. Um, Looking at other guys here, I could take a shot on Judkins. Why not just do it at this point in round 12? Take a shot on Judkins. Could look at defense. I'll probably go Denver. Pretty high on Denver defense this year. They're gonna finish pretty high. I'll queue up my backup QB. I'll queue up Charbonnet. Why not? In terms of receivers, I'll queue up Kyle Williams, sure. Bateman, sure. I'll just get my kicker. I'll queue him up. Aubrey or Dicker, one of those two, or Elliott. But yeah, in terms of at this point in the draft, Tank Bigsby's not bad. I think Tuden already went, did he? I think Tuden's pretty solid value at this point. I think he definitely definitely did go somewhere here. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I missed him, but he could also just be right here somewhere. I might have missed him, but Bigsby's okay. I wouldn't probably take him. Mooney is pretty solid. I got London though, so I don't really need him. Don't need backup tight end. I don't think. We'll take Najee Harris for now. See if he gets a ton of carries early in the season, or if Hampton just takes the job. I think Hampton will take the job pretty early, but I'll go with Najee. Round 13 doesn't really hurt. I'm not gonna start him, so I'll say he turns out to be pretty good. But good safety pick there with um what's his name, Harris. So now we'll look at defense and kicker, and then plan up this draft. But yeah, guys, I think I did a solid job. Looking at the board, I'm gonna show the board towards the end of the draft because I think that's pretty nice to see for you guys. So I think I did a solid job. I like the pick 9 team, I believe I said I liked. Yeah. with Genty Neighbors, Lamar, JSN, Mike. I think that's a great team. And then getting Chuba around 6 is great compared to like Chuba versus Mixon and Swift to win that same range. I go Chuba all day over those two guys. Um, just because the volume's there, the O line is better than Mixon. The Bears O line is good, but don't like Swift's talent that much. I liked some other team, but I like the pick 5 team also a lot, quite a bit. So now I'm on the clock again. I'll go with probably a defense at this point. So I'll go Denver D, and then I'll probably get my kicker. But yeah, that was the draft, guys. I'll take one more look at the board. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna go ahead and take one more bench player. Not that it matters, but I'll probably end up taking someone like Luther Burden, or Kyle Williams. So yeah, I'll do the draft and I'll take the best available kicker in the meet, like off camera. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this mock draft. Ended up with Saquon round 1, and then got stacked him up with London, Wilson, and Bucky. So we'll see you guys in the next mock draft. And yeah, see ya. Thank you.